Prepare for battle.
Match of the Kiev major qualifiers, unless IG has something to say about it. They're saying Lyrical as well as Blaze, your two commentators here. Blaze, do you agree with the panel? Do you think that Vici has this one sort of tied up in the bag?
I mean, I like what Vici Gaming brought as far as the core heroes here. The Background Legion, the Terrorblade, they have a really good mix of control and damage output. But I gotta say that I'm a pretty big fan of the Stormsphere pick. OP should have a really solid game where he can pretty much do whatever he wants. I mean, yeah, you have to worry a little bit about the mana leak and potentially about that Batrider lasso, but for the most part, if you're staying active, if you keep using your ultimate, you're bouncing around, you should be able to really play around the disables that Vici Gaming are bringing and start snowballing with some big items. You get an Orchid out, and suddenly it's much easier to kill off a Terrorblade, and I actually think that OP might be able to run this one down.
Alright.
Burning, he's running a hero he's very comfortable with, and he's going toe-to-toe with End once again.
Yeah, and we do end up missing the first blood up in the top lane. Yang making the plays without even a second skill use there. So just really impressive. And while we're going to miss one, why not miss another? That's going to be another one taken. End is able to bring down the Warlock. And this whole time also, we saw Ori being able to burn through the salve on OP. So already off to a hot start. This game is looking well underway for Vici.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, whenever you have the Metamorphosis, you're going to be fair from the bottom lane. But what I'm worried about is when the Metamorphosis wears off, if the Slaughter hits bottom, if Vici Gaming are going to have the aggressive potential that they desire. But at least for right now, it's not an issue because Borax is sitting high and dry up top. Again, they are up against the Batrider as two melee heroes, and with the movement speed disadvantage, I feel like that so hard, the Coddle can't really fully defend it. It's going to be denied, it looks like, by Vici Gaming, but again, it is a lot of rotation. That being said, now we have up top a non-metamorph, out of mana, Terrorblade. Can't get the metamorphosis up, can't punish the heavy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're continuing to farm. IGQ gets a little bit more room for himself as well, almost to that level 6, which we've seen time and again can cause so many trouble. Trying to get out of there, and he is going to be able to walk fairly away, but he is still going to die nonetheless. OP is going to fall as well, as they are going to be able to take him down. A much higher priority kill. Ori going to be able to get the sucker by End, saving his life, but is he still going to be able to walk out of here? Another root is down. They've got the Fatal Bond. It does look like End is going to back out. Does not want to end up dropping here, certainly, but they kept him alive for a while. Trade off mid laners and trade an off lane for a smooth.
But you have to remember that at the beginning of the fight, Terrorblade was pressuring top, was able to claim the top tier 1 with the beginning of his meta, and then got to use it in the fight as well. Adding on the dual damage that you just got from the Legion Commander, I think Vici Gaming are very happy with that. In fact, it would have been an even better fight if not for some really sick RNG for Burden. They got 2 roots at the perfect time, in my mind.
The mark, unfortunately, so they will not get any dual damage, but they will be able to pressure this tower. Unfortunately, top lane still taking some burning damage as well. And now the swap back in, Borax, but they get the turnaround. The Golem is down as well. A lot of damage coming out from that overwhelming odds, but it looks like they are on the side of Vici, going to be forced back yet again. And also in some more trouble is going to have the Sunder. Turns it onto the Sand King. That's pretty good. And now they're going to have to run away against Savage Roar to post come back. And looks like the DDC wasn't quite able to finish him off, but they do trade the Slardar for the veg of Sensible.
Yeah, Sandstorm Disjoint makes it so that he can get away from the Terrorblade. There's still a very nice Sunder and response. But are seeing more and more of the Stormsphere play very fearlessly in these fights. I mean, he has a lot of mana to work with now with just the Soul Ring bottle. He's just got a fresh point booster, and this guy actually is going to be hard to kill. Like, I would not be surprised if his death count stayed just about where it is. Like 1 to 3 deaths this entire game. Because, to be honest, like, the only way he dies is if he makes a mistake.
Right click. Oh, mana. Trying to run away, but yes, as you said, out of mana, out of time, and soon to be out of light. Borax as well, going to get ran down. They can maybe even kill off the bear if they want, but I don't think they're going to catch Burning.
Now, that was actually a really big mistake for Burning. To start off that fight, he sees the TP, and he tries to Savage Roar on the TP to kind of throw them into distance, right? Maybe thought they were in a siege position and not a fighting position, and therefore underestimated his opponent. When Savage Roar cooldown, Batrider was free to go right on it, and Burning was on the run for the first half of that fight, completely off the screen. He and the Slardar, or actually pretty much playing toe with Yang, but that gave so many openings for the Legion commander of the Terrorblade to take her through the front line. So it really was the start of the fight, allowed low to be pulled back, and that was what enabled.
Going to go off either. Yang slowed, as well as this Kyle. Everybody's starting to fall. Vici are going to throw away 4 kills, and Yang barely able to walk away from this one, but that one hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. That was just a tremendous start for the fight for Invictus Gaming. I mean, it was Vici who had better information, and they made the decision to go. The problem was the follow-up was so instantaneous from Invictus Gaming, and there's no BKB out of the Legion. Like, you can make that kind of a play when you have BKB, but as it stands, all he has is the Armlet and the Ogre Club, and it makes him very vulnerable. He's actually given dual damage away to the same things, and it just makes it so that Vici are playing very far from behind. They are up against another Aegis on Storm Spirit. They are down a BKB charge on the Terrorblade, down to 8 seconds now, and
drop low. It's going to get the Eul Scepter off, staying alive. There's the silence now on Mikado. There's the duel on a Q. Is he going to drop? They do end up being able to find the kill, but it comes at the cost of Ori's life. And now looking for Birdie. They're not going to be able to contain him. HYF is going to fall. Trying to find anything else that they can, but the silence still there. BKB has been used, and End is going to fall. The triple kill from OP. And he is all over it. 17 Bloodstone charges on this guy now.
So painful. They go in, and they are not able to really kill off anybody but the Sand King from the beginning. They take a long time to bring down the Warlock, who thankfully didn't even have the Golem at the time to counter-initiate. And in the meantime, it's just OP and Burning who get to do whatever the heck they want. They pop Burning's Blinkers, but he's like, okay, I'll just keep throwing them hits in. And he's able to do so much damage in that fight, break them all down. The second silence comes through, and that's going to be the tier 3 public.
I think that OP is doing too much of this fight. I don't know if maybe they didn't recognize that the Orchid had come up by the storm or what exactly was going on there, but they just don't have an answer. They need to be able to control him in the engagement or something, because at this point he just counters out too much of what it is that Vici Gaming does. And now the melee barracks down, OP, he's a monster, and not to mention all the damage that comes out from the Lone Druid, who has finished the Daedalus, and there was nowhere near a blinding light anywhere in sight.
Invictus Gaming are in business.
Stop that. That's where all their damage comes from the most part, as long as, you know, not everybody in the world gets caught by an epicenter.
Yeah, I'm also curious if he's going to use it as a Lincoln's Popper. I mean, I talked about Force Staff and Yules and such, but if you get an item that also passively benefits you to such an extent, it actually just might be worth it. We already talked about the fact that they're not going for that PB. That's actually in some trouble here. Gets stunned on twice over. He's going to have to be left for dead.
Yeah, super dead. HYM out of there. So, I mean,
you can't waste that time, so you have to kind of take
BKB to start it off. They're right there, but what? The Eul Scepter Yang misplays, misclicks.
And Epicenter.
Oh my god, this is not the fight that you wanted in the least bit. Oh wow, that is really, really bad. Jesus, and End, I mean, he can try and at least secure their retreat, but wowza.
That is really ugly. Self-cap.
Understand it, but certainly that one hurt. And now, Roshan. Like, they're just right into it.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
It's going to be play break, try for cheeky, but in the end it's going to be and I feel like this is all that they need for each hiker.
Well, likewise, though, if somehow, some way, we can see Vici Game hold, find a couple of kills, this is the point where, like, it doesn't... I'm not sure if it's enough. OP moving up towards the high ground. They drop down a ward, giving them vision over this area. You have the BKB ready. It is 7 seconds for the Terrorblade. So looks like the Bat Riders move back up as well. Can they find it? There's the initiation onto OP. Can't quite get him as of yet to swap back in, but OP, they're on top of him. Burning dropping low. They got the duel there. Ori is going to be able to find that kill. So Low Druid down, and now maybe a bit more. OP, he is being controlled, but can they find that kill? He's so freaking low, but that's only the Aegis, and still alive. They are going to be able to turn it back around, but don't quite get to disable. So they lose, well, 2 off the back of that.
But they get the Lone Druid, which is still, I think, the much more important kill here. They get the crest and the Liquid Spear all up on OP. He's
All
going
right,
in.
okay. There's still going to be the 4-staff play, and maybe going to be able to get him here. The Ghost Scepter still going to be able to keep DDC alive for the moment, but they've turned on to the Ori Legion Commander as well. They buy back on the Coddle, and he is going to drop, and that's no buyback. That should be game. IG, they're going to be able to pull this one out here, as they do believe they have a creep wave. It should be coming in soon.
They're not punishing yet, and Ori is still here. He's going to try to make something happen here. They've still got the overwhelming... The Storm that had no Lincoln Spear got caught by that Bloodthorn. It would have been game-changing, but the timing wasn't right, and now seeing the Light get caught out. Buyback actually is just there in time for the Terrorblade, and the Ghost Scepter brings the bottle back.
Yeah, they're going to be going for the duel now onto Burning again, but look at Ori, he's taking so much damage from this. There is no answer at all. Burning is going to be able to eat the cheese as well. The swap back in, and End is on top of him, but the Savage floor play as well is going to be able to keep that guy alive, and now they take down HYM. Borax is trying to run away, and well, there's the Epi to turn it again. End in trouble, brought down, double kill for OP, and GG is going to get called as IG pull this one out, and we're going to be going to a game at number 3 in these kind of qualifiers.
That is definitely what the Invictus game needed. A little bit of a boost in the right direction. Lack of respect to the Lone Druid pick in the early phase 2, and most importantly, that later stage Storm Spear pickup that Vici Gaming didn't have the means to control. They picked up some heroes that would be able to do so, but in turn, IG pick up all of these